All right, so today, this is also going to go under September 22nd because you're doing those today. And then after you write an equation example, you've done that on mine was page 31, you're going to put the same date and put solve 1 and 2 step equations with a model. I'm also going to give you examples without a model, but then we're going to look at the model after we're done. So if you need to pause and copy this down, go right on ahead. But I'm going to go ahead and flip to page 33. Alright, here we go. Go ahead and set up your C notes. Here's your toolbox, your title, and your essential question. Alright, in the toolbox I have variable and equation. My title is solving equations. We're going to start with one step on this page. And then what does it mean to say two quantities are equal? That's our essential question, and we'll talk more about that in class tomorrow. Alright, so if you need to pause and copy this down, go right on ahead. Alright, example 1. Let's look at this one first. Don't worry about example 2, but it's easier for me without that paper. Alright, x plus 4 equals 3. That's our equation that we want to solve. The goal is to get the variable x by itself. To get x by itself, notice what's by it. So the 4. We're adding 4, so we have to get rid of the 4. Okay, the 4 is being added to x. To get rid of the 4, you must do the inverse, or the opposite of what is already being done. The inverse of addition, or the opposite, is subtraction. So go ahead and write that down. Okay, so to get rid of the x plus 4, I'm going to take away 4. But whatever I do to one side, have to do to the other. So then I'm left with x. So I cross those out so that way they don't bother me, because 4 minus 4 is 0. Okay, then I know with my integer operations, I'm really thinking 3 minus 4, this is keep, change, change. So then I'm going to go off to the side and subtract. So I have 4 minus 3, which is 1. We take the sign of the larger, so the 4 is negative, so it's negative 1. So x equals negative 1. Now I want to show you this with a model too. So if we drew a model, there's my x. I have 4 positives, and it's equal to 3 positives. Okay? To take away 4 positives, you have to make 0 pairs. So I add 4 negatives. But whatever I do to one side, have to do to the other. So I get 0 pair, 0 pair. Here's another 0 pair, 0 pair. So now I have x by itself. I get a 0 pair, a 0 pair, a 0 pair with 1 negative left over. So I know this is equal to 1 negative. And we'll look some more at models tomorrow when you come in class. I'm just trying to give you a brief look at it. And notice I used open circles to be positive, and then closed circles to be negative. Okay? Alright, let's look at example 2. X minus 6 equals 8. So the goal is to get the variable, which is x in this case, by itself. To get x by itself, we must get rid of, notice what's next to it, the 6. We have to get rid of the 6. The 6 is being subtracted from x. To get rid of the 6, you must do the inverse, or the opposite of what is already being done. The inverse operation is addition, because we want to do the opposite of subtraction. So we're going to add 6, but whatever we do to one side, have to do to the other. Negative 6 plus positive 6 gives us 0, so cross that out. 8 plus 6 is positive 14. I'll show you the model for this one in class tomorrow, okay?